My name is Brad Smith. I do fishing and I also do guided layout duck hunts. I joined MARSOC late 2006, early 2007 on the Marine Corps side and was with them all the way until I retired in 2022. So I think during the whole time frame, roughly like 12 deployments, countless workups, times away from home, multiple countries visited. So a lot of things seen throughout the world. It gives a great privilege to be back home. Being a vet for 20 years and becoming involved in the fishing community post-retirement from the Marine Corps has really helped. Being on the water and doing things that way, you can revert back to a background of having a lot of faith, and with an organization that also bases itself off of a faith background, really helps to focus that way. It is a faith-based organization helping veterans in need to get them on the water just to have a day to relax, especially coming from a special operations side of things where you have such a high tempo, staying away from your family constantly, to be able just to settle down and relax, even if it's for one day. But a one-day situation is a great way to reset and just calm down sometimes, and it can be really good for a mental state. Trey reached out to me a couple years ago, probably, when it kind of started up, picking up when him and Randy was just looking for some faith-based captains to be able to help involve and get vets out to do things. And as soon as he mentioned that, I was all for it. Seeing the joys on people's faces. I ran a duck hunting trip for them last year, and having a father-son on the boat to connect for their first time duck hunting, and the smiles on people's faces. They have no pressure in life, just show up and have a good time. You know, the night before that event, we had some testimony time around the fire. It was really good, powerful, I felt. And then to roll into that next morning and see such smiles and greatness upon people. That's what I truly enjoy about this whole job too, with it. Being able to put somebody on a trophy size fish or their first fish or something like that is always a true blessing. It brings a lot of joy seeing things and doing things. It's also helped me in my own ministry. I run a men's group as well, so it helps me evolve, dig deeper, try to connect to people more on a spiritual and faith-filled based message. If you don't know the Lord and the peace that you can have with the Lord by being able to get into a study group, involving things that way, you'll never have a faith-filled life. You know, people all the time is like, how can you believe in something you don't see? Well, we can't see the wind, right? But we can feel it. We can always feel a lot of presence through God, through Jesus, especially on the water in certain situations. I would involve somebody, hey, reach out if you need a helping hand. To reach out to somebody you know. Even through this organization, there's tons of faith-filled, full-grown men that's willing to help you out in situations. Because you can disconnect. We spend a lot of times this day and age glued to a cell phone. Cell phone's right in front of your face. All this information at your pocket, in your hand. When you step out on a boat, the only time I pull a phone out is to take somebody's picture of them with a fish or get a video of them. So we try to eliminate having technology on the boat, doing that way, just to connect with nature, see things. You know, you got bald eagles flying around, ospreys flying around. Sometimes you see hundreds of dolphins sitting in the water. You know, talk about some of the bait fish that you're seeing swimming through the water, or seeing a school of redfish like pushing along a flat. You know, so it's being able to disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature at the same time. Kind of treat everybody the same when they step on my boat. I treat them as a friend. I talk to them. We go through times together, make fun of people on the boat. I treat nobody any different. You make a bad cast, hey man, I'm gonna make fun of you a little bit. Kind of keep it humorous and light, you know, try to make sure people have a good time. It's not always about catching fish. Catching fish is always the plus side of things, but to be able to share a testimony with somebody on a boat, on the water, for certain situations. Just getting out and relaxing, they don't have no worries, or just trying to learn how to catch a fish on an artificial style lure, which not a lot of people do. So it's a lot of teaching and techniques and stuff that go into it too. The fish is the reward side of it, but just having a day on the water is always a great time. If you get times where it's slow or you're having to tell jokes or stories to keep people entertained and engaged, trying to keep it light and make sure they have a great time from 4, 6, 8, 10 hours on the water with each other. I think it ended up being like a bluefish, redfish kind of trip with a husband and wife that just got back from a deployment. Well, he just got back. Trey reached out and said, hey man, I got this family that like, they really need some good therapy. And we went out and we had a ball out on the water, and they just rant and rave of like how great it was just to be able to get out there and have fun. We had a guy that reached out to me, and I reached out to Trey to see about getting it covered. The guy was Army Special Ops, had a highly autistic son on the trip, and you know, having them two together, he's like, they never really got to fish a lot. And right off the bat, we hooked up with a tarpon. So that was like an hour and a half, and the kid was just insane. Every time the fish would come up in sky, the little boy, he would just light up, and it was fun. And then after that, you know, it kind of got slow for a little bit. We had to run around. Actually, I had some boat issues that day too, so we had to really change some gears up, but still was able to keep him engaged and involved and do things. And his dad was just like super grateful. I still remember like the letters and the text that came from that day. It was very moving. The way I've done it is people reach out to me and I feel like, hey, this is a great connection for a veteran or a veteran's family, for them to reconnect with each other. I'll reach out to Trey and be like, hey man, like here's an opportunity. I think this organization could benefit this family. And that's the kind of way I've done it before in the past. We're fixing to do a duck hunting trip coming up in November where we're gonna put out a little blast. It's like, hey, send in some nominations with a little story behind it. And we're gonna go through a selection process and be able to select people that way. So I'm on all social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's all under Gunny B Outdoors. Even my website is gunnyboutdoors.com. Phone number is 803-920-5501, or you can reach me through the SPEARiT organization on their Facebook and Instagram or website as well.